Very fortunate because we felt that we had two perfectly normal, healthy children. Matthew really developed and met all his developmental milestones very well. Matter of fact, he achieved a lot of the early developmental milestones sooner than his twin brother. At about 2.5 years of age, we noticed that his language ability regressed. And we had some real concerns about what that meant. We took him to be evaluated with speech therapists and pathologists, and they just gave us a simple diagnosis of a delay. They specifically did not want to give us a diagnosis, and I guess at that point we had enough concerns and were in denial enough that we didn't press them for a diagnosis. So we went through a series of considerably ineffective interventions using speech therapy and play therapy, and none of it was effective with Matthew. We had him enrolled in the Phoebe Anna Thorne School in Bryn Mawr, where another speech pathologist pressed us to get a more formal diagnosis. And we took him to the A.I. DuPont Institute, and it was there that we were actually told that Matthew had PDD-NOS, which was mildly autistic. We were, on one hand, both shocked because it was the first time we'd been told about autism, but on the other hand, we were expecting a diagnosis that was going to be difficult to accept.
We stayed with Dr. Baker for another year or so, and when he completed the tests, he said, well, we've done everything that you're willing to do, and why don't we take a break? And I'm going to give you the phone number of an excellent homeopathic doctor, and that was Dr. Gregory Ellis. And he said, go and work with him. I know he'll help Matthew. And that's what we did. Well, when we came to see Dr. Ellis and he explained to us what was involved in the energy medicine interventions that he did, we knew that we had come to the right place. And we worked with Dr. Ellis from 1999 to 2003 for 4 years, and on a regular basis. And then after that, we would come every 6 months or so for another session just to make sure that everything was balanced, and kept using his products to keep Matthew balanced and strong. So when we came to see Dr. Ellis in '99, and we worked with him for 4 years, we began to see some remarkable changes in Matthew. We started addressing with his energy medicines, we started addressing all the problems with the detoxification issues, and we began to see that all of a sudden Matthew was able to focus. He was able to, it was almost like he came to life. All of a sudden, when you looked into his eyes, you saw a clarity, like he was there.
And we felt that we were seeing major changes, but we were particularly pleased to see that the reports that we were getting back from school were saying that they were seeing major changes. So it wasn't just us looking through a parent's eyes with hope, but we were getting hard information back from the school saying that there were significant changes in Matthew's behaviors and in his ability to acquire the academic subject.
The overall improvements in Matthew's functioning after doing the energy medicine and the program that Dr. Ellis offers was remarkable. Kept having conversations sometimes with parents, and they would say, well, what exactly are you doing? And I said, well, we're working with a homeopathic doctor. And, well, what is he giving him? And we said, well, he's just trying to strengthen his own healing abilities. And that's how he's moving forward.
People wanted to be prescribed a pill that could be taken and that would cure. And I think we learned very early on that that really wasn't going to happen with autism. That we were in it for the long haul, that we were committed to the therapies, and that we've always been pleased with the results. Matthew is 22 years old today, and he's working part-time and looking for full-time employment. And he still struggles with significant issues with language, but is able to go out into the community and enjoy many typical activities. He particularly enjoys swimming, and he's part of the Special Olympics swim team. And he also acts as he enjoyed acting as an altar server at our church. He works hard at dealing with his disability and is eager to do the best he can. And we have great hopes for his future.